Assalamu alaikum. This is Greenpeace School online teaching system. Today we are going to discuss theorem number 5 as theorem number 5 is included in your reduced syllabus. We have 5 theorems in our new reduced syllabus. Theorem number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 as we have. So now today we are going to discuss theorem number 5. As we know that in examination we just get 2 lines or 1 line statement as a question. We have to draw all the figure, all the headings by ourselves. So the statement over here is the sum of the measures of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Means if we sum all the angles of a triangle, it will get the answer of 180 degree. Means if we will sum 3 angles of a triangle, we will get 180 degree in the answer. So we have to prove that thing. As you can see in the right side, they have drawn a figure of a triangle, and they have also tried to draw an extended 2 lines on BC and on C to E. So first of all, we write the given. What is given in that? Given is that triangle ABC, which is you guys can see on your screen in the right side, triangle ABC. To prove that measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C equals to 180 degree. What they have said in the statement, the same thing they have said we write in mathematical form in the given statement, that to prove in the proof statement, measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C equals to 180 degree. What we have constructed, as you guys can see, that there is a line which is extended from BC to D. So they have produced BC to D. Draw CE parallel to AB, and they have drawn a line CE which is parallel to AB. As you can see, the AB line of triangle is parallel to CE. Now move towards the proof section, in which we have 2 columns, statement and reasons. First statement, line AB, the bar which is drawn on the AB, it's called line. We read it as line AB is parallel to CE. Again, see the diagram. Yeah, it is parallel to AB. Line AB is parallel to CE, and they have put a comma between that. The statement AC, line AC is transversal. The line AC is transversal. Again, see the diagram. Line AC is transversal. Yeah, because line CAC is connecting these 2 lines. Okay, so means if we will extend line AC, so we can see that they are intersecting these 2 parallel lines. So we say that the line AC is transversal. They have given the reason that it's a reconstruction. We have constructed the line AB which is parallel to line CE. So that's why AC becomes the transversal. Come towards the statement number 2. Therefore, measure angle A equals to measure angle 1. Measure angle A equals to measure angle 1. The reason they are giving alternate angles of parallel lines. Where is the measure of angle A? You can see measure of angle A and measure of angle 1. Now again the statement, measure of angle A equals to measure of angle 1. Yeah, that's true. Alternate angles of parallel lines. These are 2 alternate angles of parallel lines. That's why they are equal to each other. Now move towards the third statement. Line AB is parallel to line CE, comma, line BD is transversal. Now we are saying that in parallel line AB and CE, BD is transversal. Again, see the diagram. Yeah, it is. BD is transversal. Exactly. If we will extend line CE and AB, so we can see that BD is performing as a transversal. So again we write the reason of construction, that it's constructed. That's why, because we constructed CE, we produce AC and towards D. we produce BC towards B. Okay, sorry, we produced BC to D. That's why the parallel line AB and CE becomes parallel and BD is behaving as a transversal. So we write in the reason that its construction. Statement number 4, measure of angle B equals to measure of angle 2. They are saying that measure of angle B equals to measure of angle 2. Again see the diagram. Measure of angle B is equals to measure of angle 2. Yeah, it's possible. So they have written in the reason section that corresponding angles of parallel lines means angle B and angle 2 are corresponding angles of parallel lines. Now move towards the fifth statement. Therefore, measure of angle A plus measure of angle B equals to measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2, in which we have, in the above statements, we have proved these four angles. Measure of angle 1 equals to measure of angle 1, measure of angle A equals to measure of angle 1. So now we are combining these statement number 2 and statement number 4 together. So we get statement number 5, measure of angle A plus measure of angle B equals to measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2. Addition property of equation, because we have two equations in statement number 2 and statement number 4. We have added these two statements, so we got statement number 5 by addition property of equation. Now move towards the statement number 6, adding measure of angle ACD to both sides. Now we are adding measure of angle ACD to both sides. Means in statement number 5, the equation which we got on statement number 5, we are adding measure of angle ACD. This is the same thing which we did in our algebra equations, that we add something. If we want to add something, we add that thing on the both side of equality. So the same thing we are doing it in geometry. We are adding measure of angle ACD on the both side of equation, which is statement of 5. The reason they are giving addition property of equation, the same reason of statement of 5. Now what we get in statement of 5 further, by adding, we got measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle ACB. Okay, there is a misprinting in between that. We have to add ACD in both. Okay, so now statement number 7, or measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C equals to measure of angle ACD plus measure of angle ACB. It's not B, it's D. Okay, measure of angle ACD. It's a misprinting over there. So by shifting that measure of angle ACD towards the other side, the reason they are giving measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 equals to measure of angle ACD, means measure of angle ACD, can see measure of angle ACD is equals to measure of angle 1 2, means by adding 1 and 2 we got measure of angle ACD. Okay, I am again repeating my words. By adding angle 1 and 2 we got measure of angle A, measure of angle CD, means ACD. You guys can see the statement again, measure of angle ACD in the reason section. So under 8th statement, they have, therefore measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C equals to 180 degree. They have said which we have to prove. We have to prove measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C equals to 180 degree. And in the last statement, 8th statement, we are proving that because measure of angle ACD plus measure of angle ACB equals to 180 degree. Supplement postulates. QED, we have to write at the end QED, as QED means which we have to prove. We have proved that. So I hope so you guys understand all things in that theorem. If you guys have any problem, any question, write the comments below. Take care of yourself.